but the pound is still sort of hanging around up. Wouldn't that be some valuable information? Well, yeah, of course it would, because it's no different than looking at stocks. Okay, if your favorite stock is IBM, and you see that IBM is going up, but the S&P 100 is going down, the S&P 500 is going down, the Dow is going down, and the Russell 2000 is going down, do you think that IBM is going to be breaking out of resistance? Do you think it's going to be making huge moves to the upside? Well, the smart money would say no. If all of the indexes are going down, more than likely, if IBM gets to resistance, it's going to turn right around and go down. And up until now, there really has been nothing like this in the market where it's literally just looking at price. How is the currency strong or weak in price? There aren't any real fancy equations here, folks. This is just raw, common sense comparisons. And I'm telling you, it's very, very powerful. He says, will there be an additional cost? Yes, there will. I'm still working that out with the developers because I've got to license some of the software. There may be an opportunity if you open up a brokerage account with a specific firm that you can get the software for free. So just keep that in mind. Some of those details we're still working out. We're still in negotiations, but they are looking good. He says, how many crew members are there? You know what? I've only got about 250 active crew members, so there aren't as many as people think. Number 3, was there a potential scalp trade between 1300 and 1400 on August 9th? Okay, so we'll go to August 9th, and I'm assuming, I have to assume that you're talking about Eastern time. First of all, you're outside of the sweet spot, which is a bad idea. And here's why. Look at how narrow these bars are. I look for scalp trades again between, when I'm up, I look for them between 9 and 11:30 a.m. And if I see the market isn't near, like this, a support area, or if I don't see big ranges like this accompanied by high volume, I'm not looking at it at all. I'll take a look at this in 30 seconds and decide whether or not I'm going to be trading. So, first of all, for me, was there a potential scalp trade between 1 and 4? No. There are never scalp trades between there. He says, based on your recent Q&A, I believe I spotted a potential situation where a large range bar occurred on above average volume followed by a small range bar on lower volume. Would this have been a potential scalp trade? Well, yeah, that does sound like a potential scalp trade. And let me see if I can find a quick example. Looks like I've got some bad data there. Well, I mean, this is pretty close. I don't want to, let me just pause this. Okay, so here are some examples. This is about 4 o'clock in the morning on August 1st. Okay, let me get the pointer up here. Okay, so you can see, let me put the pointer on this bar here, you see there's this big volume. Okay, so then as price starts to move after that, you can see that the market comes down. Volume is actually kind of high right there. But what happens? The market's at support. Okay, you've got this trend line. You've got support based on price. Does volume continue to go up? No. Does price stop? Yes. You can see the price comes up off of the low. Price starts moving back up. You could trade above that high. I know that wasn't the question that he asked. I just realized that. Let me pause this again. Okay, now I went up to a 720-minute bar just because I didn't want to spend too much longer trying to find the ideal scenario, at least that he was describing, because I don't know what time he was talking about or what time frame. Okay, so here you can see there's a wide range bar, very high volume, and then if you look at the very next bar is a narrow range bar, lower volume. Okay, now remember, this is a 720-minute bar. Okay, so there's basically